The alien warship floated above Earth, hidden behind the shadow of the moon. Inside, the Tarn commander, Ren, watched Earth's military footage with a bored face. "These humans are weak," he said to his crew. "They fight like animals." But then, something changed. The next video showed a lone human in a training room. It was a woman, Sergeant Kira Voss. She moved fast, her hand striking a dummy with speed and power that shocked the crew. Her body twisted, blocked, and attacked with perfect timing. No wasted motion. No fear. Ren leaned forward. "Who is she?" he asked. No one answered. They all just stared. Kira's training continued. She took down 3 combat robots in under a minute, not with weapons, just with her mind and muscle. Ren's smile faded. This is not normal human training," he whispered. One alien scientist replied. "This is only her basic combat skill." Silence filled the room. The Tarn proud warriors who had conquered 5 planets felt something they had not felt in years. Fear. Ren stood up and gave one command. "Find this human. Bring her in, alive." And with that, the real war had begun. Sergeant Kira Voss moved quietly through the frozen Arctic base. She was on a solo recon mission, checking strange signals coming from the ice. But before she could report back, a bright blue light flashed behind her. She turned, but it was too late. In seconds, she vanished, taken by the Xarn. Kira woke up inside a strange, glowing room. The walls pulsed like they were alive. Her wrists were locked by cold metal bands. Outside the glass, alien scientists stared at her, speaking in a strange language. They pointed at her arms, her eyes, her brain scans. "They think I'm just a test subject," Kira whispered. "They have no idea." Soon, 2 alien guards entered the room. They were large and armored, thinking she was weak. But Kira didn't wait. She used the metal bed frame, snapped it free, and knocked both guards down in 10 seconds. Alarms started ringing across the ship. One alien watching the camera feed gasped. "This is not normal. This is not even possible." Another whispered, "If this is just her basic skill, what more can she do?" The Xarn thought they had captured a simple human, but they had just opened the cage of the storm. The Xarn did not understand fear, until now. After Kira escaped her cell and defeated 2 elite guards, the alien commanders needed answers. Was she truly that powerful, or was it luck? They decided to test her in the arena. Kira stood in the center of a glowing combat ring deep inside the warship. Thousands of alien soldiers filled the seats above, cheering for blood. Across from her stood 3 of the Xarn's best warriors, each over 7 feet tall, armed with energy blades. Kira had nothing but a metal rod. A loud voice echoed, "Begin!" The first alien rushed her. Kira ducked low, struck his leg, and sent him crashing into the wall. The second came fast. She spun, slammed the rod into his helmet, and knocked him cold. The third hesitated. Kira stared at him, breathing steady. "Your turn." The last warrior screamed and attacked with full rage. Kira sidestepped, kicked him behind the knee, and slammed him down with force that shook the floor. Silence. Alien generals stood in shock. One finally said, "She beat them with a stick." Another whispered, "She fights like a machine." Kira looked up at the audience and shouted, "Is that all you've got?" Kira didn't wait for applause. She scanned the arena for exits, while the aliens stood frozen in disbelief. She had learned one thing during her time on that Tarn ship. They underestimated her, and that was her greatest weapon. Later, back in a tighter cell under heavy guard, Kira noticed something strange. A young alien cadet, smaller than the others, often stared at her, not with anger, but with curiosity. One night, he'd approached the cell quietly. Why are you not afraid?" he asked. Kira looked him in the eyes. "Because I've seen worse than this." The cadet, named Varen, hesitated, then unlocked the door. Together, they moved through the ship's dark hallways, dodging patrols. Kira kept asking questions. Where was the main control room? How many ships were in orbit? What weapons did they plan to use on Earth? Varen showed her everything. She reached the ship's core reactor, a glowing chamber of pure energy. Kira studied the control panel, then set a timer for self-destruct. Varen gasped, "You'll destroy the ship." Kira turned to him and said calmly, "No, I'm sending Earth a message. We don't wait to be conquered." Alarms screamed. The countdown had begun. Kira sprinted through the alien warship's corridors as sirens blared. Behind her, explosions rocked the walls. The Xarn had discovered the reactor countdown, and they were too late to stop it. Before escaping, Kira sent a coded message to Earth with everything: alien ship locations, weak points, war plans. Back home, Earth's leaders received her message. "She's alive," one general whispered, "and she's given us a fighting chance." Within hours, Earth's fleet launched. Jets, satellites, and space carriers moved into position. When the Xarn invasion began, they were met with prepared defenses and brutal counterattacks. In orbit, Kira reached an escape pod and watched the massive alien warship explode behind her, lighting up space like a second sun. The young cadet Varen had helped her escape. She didn't know if he made it out. Back on Earth, Kira landed to cheering soldiers, but she didn't celebrate. She looked to the stars and said, "This is just the beginning. They thought humans were weak. Now they know. We're warriors." Far away, the Xarn commander stared at a screen showing Earth's flag. He spoke softly. "We tried to break them, but now we fear them." The war had changed, and humanity was ready.